All those strings. Oh. Ooh. Apparently you guys really like Bloodborne music. So we are actually going to continue our journey of listening to the Bloodborne OST, and I've basically accumulated all of your suggestions in the previous videos, and we're going to listen to even more and give my thoughts and opinions. So let's get started. Laurence, the First Vicar. Okay, right from the beginning, I definitely am getting church vibes. Like, in the sense of this feels almost like sacred music with the chanting going on in the beginning. And then we also have the organ that comes in a little bit later. So it's definitely given this sense of like you're in some place maybe religious. I mean, Laurence is a vicar, right? So that kind of maybe tracks that you have some of these more sacred elements to the music, the composition right now. More organ. Okay, so makes me kind of wonder if maybe there was like a cult going on or something, because obviously the male choir that we're hearing, it's not the most pleasant chanting. There's definitely still some dissonance and tension happening, so it does feel a little bit more sinister. And now that I've learned a little bit more about Bloodborne, I understand that pretty much any music that you listen to, almost all of it, is in the form of the boss music. So I'm assuming you have to face off with Laurence, and he is an enemy of yours. So kind of makes sense as to why they have scored it this way. Tension and urgency feels very regal so far. We are about halfway in, so let's keep going. All those strings. Oh. Yeah, it's building. Very slowly. Oh. Right there's a bit of a lull almost. So I wonder if maybe you think you got him, but you haven't. You find out that no, you didn't actually kill him yet. I don't know, maybe there was another buildup, so maybe he kind of gets stronger and grows more, or something makes him even more powerful than what he was before. I don't know if there's like separate phases for this boss as well, but it feels like there could be. There's another kind of section, I think, happening right now. Major, okay. Oh. Beautiful melody. I am really impressed with this track. There's a lot of different things going on, but it's, again, very much a boss battle theme, and you definitely get the sense of the actual character himself based on the instrumentation and basically just how they compose the track, whoever the composer is. I know there were several composers for this game. I'm not sure exactly who wrote this particular track, but they did a really, really good job, because it definitely feels like you're facing someone who has a religious background of some sort, with the chanting, sacred style music, plus the organ. Definitely throughout the entire track, you're hearing that organ in there. So it's a very prominent piece of the track as well. Not as creepy as some of the other stuff I've listened to, but definitely still suspenseful. A little nervous to fight this boss for sure. Next up is Living Failures. Okay, rhythmic strings in the very, very back of the mix. Growing a little bit. This underlying string motion, bum, ba-da-da-dum, bum, for some reason it's giving me like Star Wars vibes a little bit. Some sort of outer space like movie. It feels more like a triumphant rhythm, like a march. So very interesting to pair that with this dissonance that's also happening. They're little minor seconds. They love those half steps when it comes to this OST, it seems, which is very effective, of course, because whenever you have those, that's basically where you are able to really inject that dissonance and that tension. They're definitely playing up those intervals as much as possible. Da-na! More half steps. Da-na! Half step again. But it's even right there, da-na! Like that actually feels more triumphant. This chord that they're doing, almost hopeful. Chromaticism is always very effective whenever you want to make someone feel uncomfortable or, again, put in that tension. Kudos to the composers for this OST. Okay, more chanting. Ooh. Oh, that's crazy. Like I'm hearing this mixture of major and then minor, major, minor. So it's kind of tiptoeing between these two, maybe different realities or something. Living failures, like is a person a living failure? Like that feels kind of kind of harsh. It's making me wonder exactly what the track is pertaining to and referring to, because it definitely feels like there's a lot of in between happening. Like, did I really fail? Because it feels like I didn't, but then, oh, maybe I did. But then what about this? Maybe I actually didn't. There's a lot of back and forth between those two keys, which is, again, very interesting. Okay. That syncopation at the very end, like I didn't know when the hit was going to happen again. So it's a lot of like flashes before your eyes or very unexpected. Like you're anticipating that hit to happen, but you don't know exactly when it's going to happen because the rhythm is unpredictable, which is in a nutshell kind of life, right? Life is sort of unpredictable as well. So I don't know if there's a parallel there. Wow, these tracks are really, really well composed, well written. People who are really good musical storytellers, they're able to basically inject the emotions that they need into the piece. That's why it's so effective in terms of when people are listening to it. Even someone who has no prior experience as to what's even happening in the story, like me, if you're really in tune with the music and what it's trying to tell you, like there's so much that you can learn just by listening to the music alone.